The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into the Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to hang out with us on a snowy day on the east side of Music City. The whole city is shut down. That's right. So thank you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us during our cabin fever days. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button and the notification button. Help me out with the algorithm. If you have a suggestion for a band, song, video, something you'd like me to do a video on, the best place to get that suggestion, over at the Discord server. If you would like to help the channel grow, we also have a Patreon link as well. So everything you need to get a hold of me is linked down below. Before we get started today, thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. This suggestion today is actually a rescue from the many platforms that I've used to get suggestions. Finally, we got everything on the Discord, and we're finally getting to this suggestion that was originally given to me on Instagram, but we're finally getting around to it today. It is Tarja. The song is Innocence. I believe this is the 15th anniversary show of her solo career. Let me know down below with everything I need to know. So thank you to Thule for the suggestion today is Tarja, and this is Innocence live at Circus Life on the Wyldeside. Let's check it out. Bring in the family. It's not that kind of circus.
Do
All right. That is Tarja, Innocence, Live Circus Life. I believe that was the 15-year celebration of Tarja's solo career. Brilliant. That is again, to try to put any kind of label on what you just saw is strains credulity. It really does, because there is nothing more. It's this simple. That is a perfect composition, is what that is. Music is layers of sound. Songs are those layers put together, beginning, middle, end. I've always said that metal, symphonic metal, however you want to, again, quantify that, is very close to classical music. I've always said that Tchaikovsky is the metal of classical era. Just heavy, real complicated, yet real subtle and simple. Great interplay and interchange with people. That song is it right there. First, let me just speak to the composition itself. It was a great display of balance. So nothing stayed anywhere too long. Nothing felt like a drag. This is a great example of, but wait, there's more. Because every time you think something is done, and you could hear it in the crowd with maybe people who weren't as familiar with them as others, you would hear, especially in that interlude, that was a perfect interlude. It really was. During the interlude, you heard people applauding. Now, yes, they may be applauding because they enjoyed what they heard, or they're thinking, okay, it's done, but it's not. The flow, the interchange, the exchange, the segues between these sections of symphonic metal with straight string quartet and piano, perfectly done. And her vocals, there's something about Tarja that I've said, whether I saw her with Steven Seagal's or I've seen her with Nightwish or her other solo projects, the one thing that you come away with when watching Tarja sing is absolute perfect control. Pitch, key, tone, melody, harmony, all of it. Perfect tone. Perfect control. There's this danger zone that singers have, voice people have. It's the throat. It's not part of your instrument. It isn't. You should never use it as a part of your instrument unless it's to make effect. I'm sorry, I've got two teenage cats. They're in a mood right now. I guess because we're snowed in, they're feeling cabin fever. So I don't know, but I apologize. You might be hearing and seeing some things in the background. Just absolute perfect control. And what makes it so magnificent is the power that she puts behind even the most dulcet of tones. So even when she's down into the more demure dispositions of her singing, there is still a gravity to what she's doing. There's still a heft, a weight, so that while she is doing these operatic runs and arias, basically is what she's doing here, she does it so well and carries it with such a gravitas to the construction of the composition that you can put that metal underneath. You can build that perfect, crunchy, gritty, dirty, vulgar metal tone underneath her. And what her vocals do, they contrast that metal so well that it creates a harmony between the operatic and the metal. And it's her voice and the control of that voice and the interchange within her lyrics that create that nice, even flow. The thing I want to say, though, about this piece in particular, and you can let me know down below, I don't know who that guy was on the piano. That, to me, was the highlight of this. Yes, her vocals are incredible. Yes, the band is absolutely magnificent. The interludes and the interchanges were perfect. Sorry. The piano in this song is the buoyancy of your journey. And he does it so well. that sometimes it's just below the surface. Sometimes during the interlude, it was right there, excuse me. But through the entirety of the track, the piano did the job that normally drums and bass do, which is create a foundation and build bridges between these interchanges of sections of the song, of the piece, of the composition. The piano did that here. I found it awesome. It was really cool how there was this, he matched her vocals when it came to time to heavy, time to light, time to heavy, time to light. Just absolute brilliant melding of these tones, tenors, and tempos throughout this composition. Just absolutely brilliant. And you're doing it live and you're sounding that well. So again, that leads to the progressive side, right? Because progressive rock always thrive on perfection. That was, you're not getting any better than that, man. I'm sorry. So thank you, Thule, for the suggestion. That is Tarja, Innocence, live at Circus Life, I believe 2020. Let me know down below with everything I need to know about it, because you are my Sherpas here on this new music journey of mine. So thank you very much, Thule, for the suggestion. If you have a suggestion for a band, song, or video, the only place I go to get these suggestions now is at the Discord server. I've tried to do the multi-platform social media thing. Everything falls through the cracks. So we now have one-stop shop for all things Wyldeside with Eric Clark, and that is the Discord server. So get on over there. On the left-hand side, you'll see a tab that says YouTube reaction request. Drop a link and a little bit of info in there with it, and then we'll go from there. So again, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the snowy side of East Nashville. Thank you very much to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this is The Wyldeside.